The announcement that Bad Bunny will headline the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show has sparked significant controversy, particularly among conservative commentators and MAGA supporters. Within hours of the NFL's announcement, social media erupted with criticism focused on the Puerto Rican artist's political views, his decision to perform primarily in Spanish, and his stance on immigration enforcement. We're breaking down the reactions, the criticisms, and the broader context of this controversy. Let's examine what happened and why this announcement generated such strong responses across the political spectrum. On September 28, 2025, the NFL announced that Bad Bunny would headline the Super Bowl LX halftime show on February 8, 2026, at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Bad Bunny, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, is a three-time Grammy winner and one of the most streamed artists globally. He released a statement saying, "What I'm feeling goes beyond myself. It's for those who came before me and ran countless yards, so I could come in and score a touchdown. This is for my people, my culture, and our history." However, within hours, several prominent conservative commentators voiced objections. Right-wing podcaster Benny Johnson posted, "This is Bad Bunny. He was just announced as the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show." Massive Trump hater, anti-ICE activist, no songs in English. He even canceled his entire US tour for this reason. "Fucking ICE could be outside my concert." Conservative commentator Greg Price added, "The NFL chose Bad Bunny to perform the Super Bowl halftime show, despite the fact that he recently said he wouldn't perform in the continental United States again because ICE is deporting illegal aliens." Multiple conservative voices characterized Bad Bunny as a Trump hater. This stems from Bad Bunny's endorsement of Kamala Harris during the 2024 election and his criticism of Trump's policies toward Puerto Rico, particularly the response to Hurricane Maria. Several commentators took issue with Bad Bunny's expressed concerns about immigration and customs enforcement. In an interview with ID Magazine, Bad Bunny explained, "But there was the issue of fucking ICE could be outside my concert, and it's something that we were talking about and very concerned about." Conservative commentator Robbie Starbuck stated, "Roger Goodell and the NFL just decided to make the Super Bowl political by picking Bad Bunny as the 2026 Super Bowl music act. The guy literally says he isn't touring the US because of Trump's ICE raids." A recurring theme in the criticism was Bad Bunny's use of Spanish in his music. One commentator asked, "Who is Bad Bunny and why is he the Super Bowl halftime show? I'm hearing he doesn't have a single song in English. Did they even think this through?" Conservative radio host Dan O'Donnell wrote, "Bad Bunny said 2 weeks ago he won't perform in the US because he's scared ICE agents would deport his fans. Turns out his business sense far outweighs his moral convictions." Critics accused the NFL of politicizing the event by selecting Bad Bunny. However, the Super Bowl has featured military flyovers, patriotic displays, and national anthem performances with political overtones for decades. The question becomes, what qualifies as political versus patriotic or traditional? The criticism of Bad Bunny performing in Spanish overlooks that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory and Puerto Ricans are American citizens. Spanish is the second most spoken language in the United States. Previous halftime shows have featured artists who performed in Spanish, including Shakira and Jennifer Lopez in 2020, when Bad Bunny appeared as a guest. Bad Bunny's stated concerns about ICE presence at his concerts relate to his predominantly Latino fan base. His decision not to tour in the US was described as protecting his audience, not a rejection of the country itself. Notably, he agreed to perform at the Super Bowl, posting, "After speaking with my team, I think I'll do just one show in the United States." Critics who object to Bad Bunny's political views calling the selection political raises questions about consistency. Many performers have expressed political opinions, but criticism often intensifies when artists advocate for marginalized communities or challenge current administration policies. This controversy exists within a larger pattern of reactions to Latino representation in mainstream American entertainment. When Kendrick Lamar performed at the 2025 Super Bowl, the FCC received complaints calling his performance racist towards white people. This suggests a pattern where diverse representation faces resistance from certain demographics. Bad Bunny will be the first male Latino artist to headline the Super Bowl halftime show in the event's 60-year history. This milestone occurs despite Latin music's massive popularity and Latino Americans comprising nearly 20% of the U.S. population. The objection to non-English performances reflects ongoing debates about language, assimilation, and American identity, despite the country having no official language and a long history of multilingualism. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, appointed by President Trump, publicly commented on the selection, stating he might take action against Disney and ABC. This represents an unusual level of government involvement in entertainment programming decisions. Commissioner Ana Gomez, a Democratic FCC member, responded, "The FCC doesn't have the authority, the ability, or the constitutional right to revoke a license because of content like Bad Bunny's commentary on immigration. The threat is the point." This exchange raises questions about government pressure on private entertainment decisions and First Amendment implications. Not all reactions were negative. Many celebrated the announcement as founder of Rock Nation, which has produced the Super Bowl halftime show since 2019 in partnership with the NFL. Jay-Z released a statement saying, "What Bonito has done and continues to do for Puerto Rico is truly inspiring. We are honored to have him on the world's biggest stage." This endorsement from Jay-Z carries weight given his role in selecting halftime performers and his influence in both music and entertainment industries. California Governor Gavin Newsom posted, "California is excited to welcome you to Super Bowl LX." Shakira, who performed in the 2020 halftime show, wrote, "Welcome back to the Super Bowl stage. Here comes my Latin people." Jennifer Lopez, who also headlined the 2020 show alongside Shakira, shared a photo with Bad Bunny in front of a Puerto Rican flag, writing, "Now it's your turn." Fans pointed out Bad Bunny's qualifications. He's one of the most streamed artists globally, has won multiple Grammys, and recently completed a historic 30-show residency in Puerto Rico. The NFL stated he was selected because he represents the global energy and cultural vibrancy that define today's music scene. This controversy illuminates several ongoing tensions in American society. The criticism directed at a U.S. citizen from a U.S. territory for representing his culture raises questions about whose stories are considered authentically American. The selective application of the "keep politics out of sports" argument often appears when the politics challenge certain perspectives, while nationalistic displays remain unquestioned. The controversy over Bad Bunny's Super Bowl selection reveals fault lines in American culture regarding representation, language, identity, and what qualifies as political. Whether one supports or opposes the selection, the debate highlights how entertainment choices can reflect and amplify broader societal tensions. Bad Bunny's performance will likely be scrutinized not just for its artistic merit, but for what it represents about American identity in 2026. The Super Bowl halftime show reaches over 100 million viewers. Bad Bunny's performance will undoubtedly be one of the most discussed in the event's history, regardless of its musical content. What's your perspective on this controversy? We'd like to hear thoughtful viewpoints from all sides in the comments below. If you found this analysis informative, please subscribe for more balanced coverage of entertainment and cultural news.